So if
I might be able to.
No,
So-
you'll get it all over, I promise.
the
I
other,
have to have somebody come turn the lights on anyway.
yeah, which is fine. You push a call light, and I'll let your nurse know and your aide that you have some urgency, and so when you push that call light, we need to get in here as quickly as possible. The other option, we have what's called a condom catheter, which is, it's basically goes on the outside of the penis and it's like a condom, and we suck it up to our suction, so when you urinate, it sucks the urine up out of there and away.
So it's not a tube.
It's not a teen, it's external.
That would be better.
It's external. So that's an option as well. The other option, in addition to all of those, is we can have you briefed just in case you do have an accident, and that way it just is contained within the brief. But we can have someone come in and help you with the urinal if you feel comfortable doing it that side. So, okay.
They told us to save it and not throw it away, so it's in there.
Yeah, because we'll chart it so we know.
They
how
haven't
much-
charted it once, even when we
And
told
then
them.
the next-
So
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
they may not chart it right there.
Oh.
They'll look at it and go back and chart, but
Okay.
Okay,
I'll-
yeah, because
I'll
she
talk
looked
to
at
her.
it and jumped it and said, you don't need to save it, you can just write it up there, she told us, but we just been
yeah.
saving it
Well,
so
I'm
far.
gonna write down, yeah.
How many,
How many
disease or
What-
whatever it is on there?
And we also look at the color, make sure it's.
So whoever, when they brought him up to the floor, they said a doctor would come by tonight around 6 or 7. So that's part of the expectation thing they were being told,
That was
and
Okay.
and that a doctor would be in to tell us the results of the tests, and then we're also waiting to see if we can do an MRI based on the Inspire information, which they called down to the MRI lab and they said they're working on that and they'd probably hear later tonight. So we're just not. If you need to take that, I can wait.
Hey, CJ.
Just checking to see if you're coming to huddle.
Yeah, I'll be right there. Can you get started? And I'll be right there.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, so that's frustrating just because that's not what they told us. You know,
Okay,
so.
that is definitely an unmet expectation.
Mhm.
Because usually on nights, the doctors don't round.
Mhm.
That's not something that's normal that they round,
Not
but
at this point, we're not gonna see one.
yeah, but I'll go see what we can find out and what, if they were planning on doing anything, and then I'll call down to the MRI and see what we can
Okay.
find out as far as.
Yeah, because I mean, when they're doing the tests, like, hey, there might be a hole in your heart or a flap in your heart, and and then we don't hear anything back, and then, yeah.
That's
so.
our typical, yeah, that's our typical with any of our neurology workups, because we're checking your heart rate and, rhythms and everything, so that's a standard, thing that we hook up to.
All the numbers up there.
All of our neuro
They
patients.
look normal.
Mm-hmm. Yep, your
Oh.
heart rate, so heart rate right now, your heart rate is normally supposed to be between 60 and 100, and you're at 65, so you're great.
My resting heart rate is
You're-
typically, 61 to 67.
Yeah, so right now you're at 62, and your blood pressure, while it's slightly elevated, it's not, off the charts, and your oxygen looks great, so.
What time do they do rounds in the morning? Do you know that?
Anywhere from like 7 to 11. I know they do a care meeting, I believe around 10:30, so I think they try and do some initial rounding before then, so that they can, as they all meet with the care team, to determine what's the process and what's going on,
Yeah, that's-
what the plan is for everyone. So just to recap, I'm gonna check on the MRI and see if we have any more news on that. See if the doctor has any sort of results, news, whatever, that will be either stopping by or something that we can share. And then, letting your aides know as far as the urgency for urination and to get in here to help you. Is there anything else that I missed?
And the reason we're so frustrated, his only symptom is he's totally dizzy, he can't get up.
Yeah.
That's the only,
I feel great until I try to move.
only
Yeah.
thing that,
As soon as I move my head, I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
so it's just really,
Okay. Well, and if you have any nausea with that, let us know, because I'll double check
I
and see if
have
they
that at home, they put the ambulance out there, and I've chucked part of last
Okay.
night's meal.
We'll
but
see.
he's eating
But I
two meals and
haven't,
been fine.
I've
Okay.
had two.
Yeah,
two
you have
meals,
lunch and dinner.
And I don't, I'm not
Let me get this
nauseous
for
at
you
all.
just in case, just so you have it within reach, just in case, an emesis bag. But I will, we'll look and see if we have, nausea medication on file as well, in case you need it through the night, so. Okay, but just in case, I'd like to have that on hand, so, okay.
Okay,
Hey, let me see what we can do.
okay, we'll
We'll
see
be
you in a
back.
while.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Would you return even if you don't have anything?
Yep, I'll come back. Let me go do my huddle with my team, and then once I get some information, I'll come back. Even if I have no news, I'll let you know.
Okay,
Okay,
thanks.
you're welcome.